Hi everybody, I want to talk to you today about a verse. I think you probably know the verse. You've probably read it or you've heard it. If you've ever been to church before, you've definitely heard this verse. In 1 Corinthians 10:13 it says, there's no temptation. I want to stop right there for a second, and I want to tell you that when I say the word no temptation, that's a lie, because all of us have temptations. All of us have either been tempted, are being tempted, or will be tempted in the future. So there's going to be a temptation in your life, but Paul reminds us that there is no temptation that you're going to receive that is not a common one. So let's just lower our standards right now, okay? Because we don't have to have an uncommon temptation. Matter of fact, I think the devil brings in temptation the same to all of us. He tempts us with what we see, with what we hear, what we feel, what we think, or what we desire. James goes further and he says, none of us even sin unless we take hold of a desire that we have inside of us and act on it. So there's a process that happens that's very common, okay? And then it says, but God is faithful. Maybe we could just stop right there for a second and think about the attribute of God that He is faithful. God is faithful. I mean, He's faithful, and we're faithless. We have less faith than we should. We should have more faith in God, who is faithful. That's His character trait, right? If we're looking to study God, look at Him just a little bit, we're going to find out that He's faithful. He makes the sun come up and the sun go down. He makes the earth rotate. He makes the seasons change. He makes harvest time and seed come. He makes all of this stuff happen in the world all around us. The rain falls on the just and the unjust. He's faithful. His faithfulness doesn't depend on us at all. We just need to give Him praise right now for His faithfulness. And so, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that which you are able, but with temptation, with the temptation. Say that with me, with the temptation. So there's a temptation coming, right? So when that happens in our life, Paul says, also will make a way of escape. Most of us run to the word escape, okay? We want to run away from everything. Can I just be real? We don't want to fight a battle. We don't want any battles at all. You're never going to grow in your character or in your relationship with someone else if you don't have a fight from time to time. Amen? Sometimes you can gauge a relationship by how much anger you have towards that thing or that person. Sometimes that's the reason why we get so angry about certain issues in our life, is because we really want to do those things. And so, you want me to go a little deeper right there? Okay, so when you find yourself in a temptation and you find yourself not trying to run away from it, but trying to run to it, your real desire is revealed in your heart. And God doesn't want to give you the desire of your heart. He wants to give you the desire of His heart. So we have to sacrifice. Paul says it another way. He says we're a living sacrifice, right? He says in Romans 12:1, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Christ, that you present your body a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable unto Him. It's your reasonable service. So I'm to lay down my desires. I'm to lay those down. But don't, let me just say it, in your escape, don't run from something that you need to address, okay? And so we go looking for reasons to run, okay? We use this verse and we go, I don't have to fight no more, I can just run away. But sometimes we have to stand and fight. I want to say it like this. I can't remember where it was, in 2 Kings, I think it was, 2 Kings, this widow, she wasn't a widow, this lady built a room for the prophet to come. He kept walking by and she wanted to bring the prophet in under her roof, so she built a room for the prophet to come. And in that room there was 5 things. I think there was a table, there was a stool, there was a lamp for a candle, a candlestick, a lampstand, I think they called it. There was a bed, and there was one more thing. a bed, a table, a stool, a candlestick, and it was very simple. Everything she provided for the prophet. What is it that changes us, like Christians? Why is it that we think we got to have all these elaborate things? Why is it that we feel like we've got to have the best of all this stuff when it's the simple little things in our life that make us become who God really wants us to be? See, your purpose is not out there. Your purpose is in here. And if we got these what's it called? This division on the inside, like the God who created all that we are, even us, is looking for us to find our purpose in Him, in the simple things of your life. Like I got to get on my knees. I got to have a place to eat. Okay, I got to have a stool to sit on. I got to have a bed to lay down on. Okay, but I've got to have a room. I've got to have room, not just a room, but room for God to work in my life. Like I got to get my mind right. I got to get my heart right. I got to get my desire right, so that God can be glorified, not me, not you. See, because it's not really about us anyways, right? It's not about anything that we are anyway. We've got to do to get something supernatural to move through you. You've got to do what's not normal to your friends, not normal to your cousin or your auntie or your uncle. You got to do something that's different than everybody else, and then you'll get something different than everybody else has. Amen. Something uncommon. Like I don't want to be a common Christian. I don't want to be a common pastor. I don't want to be a common employee. I don't want to be a common boss. I don't want to be common at all. I want to be uncommon. See, I'm a chosen people, a royal priesthood. There's something different about me. Someone ought to know that, not because of what I say, but because of how I live my life. Amen. You know why Paul wrote that verse? He said, "There is no temptation but that which is common unto man." He was writing to men, people of God, and in the verse just above that, he says, "For the love of money is the root of all evil." That's what he says. I wonder why he said it there. See, I wonder why people of God get so distracted with something that's not really important at all. Yes, money is important. Yes, I need money to provide. Yes, I need money to go buy groceries. But I'm going to tell you right now, don't let the love of something, whether it's money or anything else, take away from your very uncommon relationship that you have with God through Christ. And it starts on your knees. Go there today. Amen. God bless you. I'll talk to you next time.